In the annals of American folklore and urban legends, few stories captivate the imagination quite like that of the Mothman of Point Pleasant. Our journey begins in 1966, a time when the world was changing rapidly. Yet in the small town of Point Pleasant, West Virginia, an enigmatic figure emerged, sparking fear, fascination, and countless tales. The first sightings of the Mothman came on the night of November 12, 1966. Five men were digging a grave in a cemetery near Clendenin, West Virginia, when they claimed to have seen a human-like creature, but with wings, ascending from the trees. This unusual incident might have faded into obscurity, yet just 3 days later, on November 15th, the terror reached new heights. Two young couples reported encountering a creature with glowing red eyes, standing over 6 feet tall with huge wings. The creature followed their car as they drove through the area known as the TNT Area, a former World War II munitions site filled with eerie, abandoned bunkers. News of the Mothman spread swiftly, and the press became enamored with this peculiar story. Skeptics dismissed the sightings as the result of paranoia or misidentified birds, perhaps an oversized heron or owl. However, the accounts of those who laid eyes on the Mothman were disturbingly consistent and compelling in their detail. The Mothman became synonymous with Point Pleasant as sightings continued to buzz through the region over the following year. It wasn't just the appearance of this bizarre creature that had people on edge. Reports of supernatural occurrences swept through Point Pleasant, and whispers of the Mothman being an omen of disaster took hold in the collective consciousness of the town. This perception was chillingly reinforced on December 15, 1967, when tragedy struck Point Pleasant. The Silver Bridge, a suspension bridge connecting Point Pleasant to Canoga, Ohio, collapsed in the midst of evening traffic. 46 lives were lost in what remains one of the worst bridge accidents in U.S. history. In the wake of the disaster, sightings of the Mothman dwindled, and some speculated whether the enigmatic creature had been a harbinger of this calamity, warning of what was to come. The Mothman's mysterious presence and the subsequent disaster caught the attention of John Keel, a journalist and UFO researcher, who chronicled these events in his book The Mothman Prophecies. Keel's work delved into the strange phenomena surrounding Point Pleasant, proposing theories about interdimensional entities and government conspiracies, and further intertwining the folklore with a sense of the supernatural. To this day, the Mothman remains a fascinating enigma. Was it merely a misinterpreted animal, a figment of the imagination, or something otherworldly? The questions remain unanswered, perpetuating the legend for new generations, fascinated by the eerie encounters and the tragic backdrop against which they unfolded. Point Pleasant has embraced its part in this bizarre chapter of folklore. Each year, the town hosts the Mothman Festival, celebrating the legend with enthusiasm and a sense of mystery. For those who flock to the festival or explore the Mothman Museum, the legend offers a glimpse into a moment in history where the comfort of the ordinary was shattered by an extraordinary presence. In conclusion, the Mothman of Point Pleasant is more than just a compilation of eerie sightings and tragedy. It's a reminder of the power of storytelling and the impact of folklore on a community's identity. Whether harbinger or hoax, the Mothman has ensured that a little town in West Virginia remains a curious focal point for those who seek out the unknown. A compelling mystery wrapped in shadows and whispers that, perhaps like the creature itself, will linger in the realms of the unexplained for years to come.